beautiful human beings. Have you ever thought mean things about yourself? Well then this video's for you.
It's Happy Talk with Dr. C and Teddy.
So have you ever noticed the difference between your thinking thoughts, such as, I wonder what I'm gonna eat for lunch today, and those automatic in the back of your mind thoughts that are just kind of always there? Sometimes they pop up and get real loud and seem to come out of nowhere. Today we're gonna focus on when those automatic pop-up thoughts are mean to us and what to do using our thinking thoughts to help us see a bigger picture and to help us be kinder to ourselves. So let's get into it. The first thing I want you to remember is that thoughts are not facts. Can you say that with me one time? Thoughts are not facts. This means that even though you're having these thoughts, it doesn't mean that the thoughts are true. And that is so important to remember when we're thinking mean things about ourselves. We shouldn't just automatically believe them, but instead pause and remember that thoughts are not facts. For example, Teddy recently did something that wasn't so great.
Oh, Teddy, what did you do?
After this mistake, if Teddy was thinking,
I'm the worst dog in the world,
we'd want Teddy to pause, remember that thoughts are not facts, and use his thinking thoughts to see if he could take in a bigger picture of the situation and try to be more fair to himself. So his original thought,
I'm the worst dog in the world,
might transform to a thought like,
you know, we all make mistakes.
The second thing I want you to know is that your thoughts activate your feelings. So if Teddy was thinking,
I'm bad,
he might be feeling
sad, embarrassed, shame.
It's important to remember just because you're having big feelings doesn't mean the thought is true. In fact, big feelings tend to highlight that you're being mean to yourself and that you need to pause. And when you notice that you're being mean to yourself, I want you to ask yourself, what would I say to a friend in the same situation? So Teddy, what would you say to a friend in this situation?
Hey buddy, we all make mistakes and I still like you and you can learn from this and we're still friends.
And the last thing I'd like you to remember is that mistakes are a part of learning. Why is that important? Because often we are mean to ourselves when we make mistakes. But the reality is you should be making mistakes. That is how we grow and learn, is learning from our mistakes. People might get mad at different things that we do, like destroying a toy, but we learn from that moment. But our brain sometimes will tell us that because we made a mistake, that we are a mistake. That because we did something bad, that we're bad. And it's important to catch those thoughts and not give them any energy, and instead to remind yourself that mistakes are a part of learning, that you can learn from this and that you can grow. Don't waste your time being mean to yourself. Instead, empower yourself to keep on growing. So let's check in with Teddy and see how he's doing.
Why you gotta be such a bad boy?
It's rock and roll time. Why you gotta be such a bad boy today? Why you gotta be such a bad boy? Why you gotta be such a bad boy today? Why you gotta be such a bad boy? Maybe you're not such a bad boy today. Maybe you're just learning. We all make mistakes when we're growing today. Take it from me, I'm a human.
And humans make mistakes.
Next time you say you're a bad boy today, pause and be more fair to yourself. Try to take in the whole picture today.
And remember to be a good friend of yourself.
You are not a bad boy today. You are just learning. We all make mistakes when we're growing today. Mistakes are a part of learning. Mistakes are a part of learning. Yeah!
I am not a bad boy, now I know it. I am just learning. We all make mistakes when we're growing. Now I see mistakes are a part of learning. Mistakes are a part of learning. Yeah. Yeah, all
Rock
right,
on,
Teddy.
Teddy.
Oh, Teddy, great job using your thinking thoughts to change your automatic thoughts. And no, even when I get frustrated or mad at mistakes you make, know that I still love you and I like you. And I want you to love and like yourself. Well, that's it for this video. If you want to learn more about thinking thoughts or how to support yourself, check out our linked videos. But the most important thing is that you remember that you matter and what you're going through matters. Bye!